In a quiet neighborhood filled with ordinary houses and familiar streets, there lived a boy named Noah. From the outside, he looked just like everyone else, someone with dreams, with potential, with a future waiting to be shaped. But inside, Noah carried a weakness that slowly, silently consumed everything he hoped to become. He was lazy, not because he wanted to be, but because it was easier than admitting he was afraid of hard work. He believed tomorrow would always come, and that tomorrow would magically fix everything. Every morning, Noah woke up with a hopeful thought in mind. He believed he had plenty of time, that life would somehow slow down for him. He told himself he would study after breakfast, start assignments after lunch, and work on his goals after dinner. But one distraction always led to another. A few minutes on his phone turned into hours. One episode of a show became a whole evening. A short break became a wasted day. Time slipped through his fingers like water, yet he barely noticed. While Noah drifted through his days, the world around him moved forward. His classmates studied, practiced, and improved. His friends explored new skills and built small habits that slowly shaped them into better versions of themselves. Noah, meanwhile, remained stuck in the same cycle. He repeated the same routines, made the same excuses, and watched opportunities pass him by without realizing it. As months went by, Noah's grades dropped, his confidence faded, and his dreams began to feel distant. Deep down, he knew why. Laziness had taken over his life so gently that he didn't even feel the damage until it was too late. He blamed everything but himself, the difficulty of the subjects, the amount of homework, even bad luck. But he never blamed the one thing that truly held him back, his refusal to act. Then came the day that changed everything. The day laziness destroyed his future. It happened on the morning of a crucial exam, one that could have opened doors to opportunities he desperately needed. Noah had planned to study weeks ago, then days ago, then the night before. But, as usual, he postponed everything, telling himself he still had time. By the time he finally tried to study, exhaustion pulled him down, and he fell asleep with his books unopened. When he arrived at school, his chest tightened. The questions on the exam paper looked unfamiliar, distant, almost foreign. His mind went blank. Years of potential vanished in a single moment. While his classmates wrote confidently, Noah stared at the empty spaces on his sheet, realizing that procrastination had finally come to collect its price. He left the exam hall knowing the truth. He had failed long before he even began. Walking home that day felt like walking through a storm. His legs were heavy, his thoughts louder than ever, and the weight of regret pressed deeply into his heart. He replayed every wasted day, every promise he broke to himself, every moment he chose comfort over effort. The pain he felt was not from the exam, but from finally seeing the truth without excuses. One lazy choice can ruin an entire future. That evening, Noah sat alone in his room, surrounded by the quietness he once enjoyed. But now the silence felt different, cold, heavy, and painful. He realized that laziness wasn't harmless. It was a thief. It stole time, it stole dreams, it stole potential. And it did so slowly, quietly, until nothing was left. In that moment of painful clarity, something inside Noah shifted. He understood that dreams don't die all at once. They die in pieces every time we choose comfort over growth, distraction over discipline, tomorrow over today. He had lost many chances, but he hadn't lost the ability to change. His past was filled with laziness, but his future didn't have to be. The next morning, for the first time in years, Noah woke up with determination instead of excuses. He cleaned his room, organized his desk, and set a schedule. He turned off the distractions that once controlled his life and opened the books he had ignored for so long. It felt uncomfortable, unfamiliar, even painful. But he didn't stop day after day. Noah trained his mind like an athlete trains their body. He replaced old habits with new ones. He pushed himself through moments of discomfort. Slowly, he began to feel the strength he never knew he had. His confidence returned, not because life became easier, but because he finally chose discipline over laziness. Months later, when a new opportunity came, a scholarship exam he once feared, Noah didn't hesitate. He prepared with consistency, with focus, with the discipline he had built piece by piece, and when the results were announced, he saw his name at the top. It wasn't talent or luck that saved him. It was the decision he made the day laziness almost destroyed his future. From that moment on, Noah carried one truth with him. Your future is built by your habits, not your hopes. Laziness destroys silently, but discipline rebuilds powerfully. His story is a reminder for all of us. Laziness doesn't ruin your life in one day. It ruins it a little every day. But discipline doesn't change your life in one day either. It changes it a little every day. The future you dream of is possible, but only if you act. Not tomorrow, not someday. Today.